Alright, y'all, welcome back to the channel. Excuse the camera quality. I did not charge my camera, so like I have to film on my phone. I know it looks bad, but it's okay. It's okay. Bear with me. And I wanted to introduce something new to the channel. It's quite simple to follow. It's pretty easy. All we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking the teams that lost in the playoffs, and we're basically going to be telling them what the fuck they should be doing in the offseason or what they should be looking at. And some of these teams that are about to lose, I'm going to have a field day talking about. So let's get straight into it. I don't want to waste no time. Don't forget to leave a like on this video, leave a comment, subscribe, and let's get straight into the content. And today we're starting off with a decorated franchise. A franchise that has been doing it for years on end. Just being so consistent, so consistently ass. Look no further than the Brooklyn Nets. We're talking about the Brooklyn Nets today. They just got swept for the third time in 4 years. Everybody clap it up for them. They are consistently garbage. They are really ass. The Brooklyn Nets have gone through a lot of turmoil throughout their whole entire existence, but I don't even want to get into the timeline because there's so much stuff to talk about with them that we can't even keep track. But just like 2020 and just like 2022, 2023 ended the exact same way, getting swept out in the first round. And now I don't even know if they know what their direction is going to be honest with you, because they look really bad. Is Mikal going to be the #1 option? Are we going to tank and trade Mikal for picks like you should have done in the trade deadline? You know, the Memphis Grizzlies offered them 4 first-round picks. I think it was 4. It was either 3 or 4 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. They should have just done that, bottomed out, and tanked, because you didn't get no playoff experience from your guys. I mean, they didn't get shit. The only thing they got was bounce. That's it. So, like, you're setting your guys up for failure. I understand that everyone's going crazy over Mikal Bridges' numbers because he's looking so great. He's looking great. But it's like he's doing all this while losing. So, like, what can the Brooklyn Nets do to get this type of production from Mikal Bridges in a winning form? That's all I'm here for. And I think you start off by addressing the Ben Simmons situation, because who knows what the hell Ben Simmons is doing at this point? Like, genuinely, like, I don't know what he's doing. One minute I see him in street clothes, then his back hurts again. He gets on the court, he looks bad. Like, he has not looked like himself. And I do believe that that is why Ben Simmons has been so, like, messed up throughout the past year and a half, as I do believe that he has really bad back problems. But nothing good has came out of motherfuckers who have back problems in the NBA. So I don't know where he's going to be or where he's going to hold up. So the Brooklyn Nets need to take that into concern. They also need to take into concern if this man even wants to play basketball, and they also need to take into concern that maybe he actually is ramping up to look like his all-star self again, and maybe you hold on to him hoping that he gets right and hoping that he can come back to what he was before. But I don't know if that's gonna be it. So they honestly, in my personal opinion, they need to shed Ben Simmons' contract and just get rid of the man. Just get rid of the man, open up cap space, and probably try to sign somebody in free agency. That's what I think. Speaking of free agency, there's this one guy who I feel like every single team needs to look at and should bank trying to get in the offseason, and that's Jakob Poeltl. I mean, I just believe that he fits on every single team, but I feel like the #1 team that genuinely does need him because they struggle with rebounding is the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, they've been struggling with rebounding the whole entire season, and it would just help them so much. Like, that's like that bandage that you put onto this team, hoping that they can get more wins out of it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I understand that Masai Ujiri just traded for him during the trade deadline, but he just came out today and said everybody on that team besides Scotty Barnes can go. So at this point, I just feel like they're gonna let him walk. They're not gonna re-sign him. They don't want to re-sign him. They have no desire to, and he's gonna find a new home. And to be honest, I really think that it's either going to be Dallas or it's going to be Brooklyn. Maybe by getting Jakob Poeltl, you'd be going in the right direction to actually adding depth to your team and adding depth to your squad. And I know not a lot of people are going to like what I'm about to say, but I really do like what Nicholas Claxton is doing. I really do. I even had this man as one of my breakout players at the beginning of the season. I absolutely love it, and I understand what he's doing. However, I feel like if you bring in Jakob Poeltl, you have him come to the bench, now you have front court depth, and that is exactly what they need actually going to the playoffs. You know this team is good enough to be in the playoffs, but now you need actual pieces to help you get to the next round. But by no means am I saying that I don't think that Nicholas Claxton isn't a starter caliber player. What I'm saying is if you want to actually be one of those teams to contend for a title and actually make it out of the East, you're going to have the depth. It's got to be there. And when it comes to the Brooklyn Nets, they like to sign talent. They like to trade for talent, but they don't like to develop talent. And the thing is, we've seen them not be able to develop talent. Case point, this man Cam Thomas. I need to see if they will actually give this man Cam Thomas a chance. Because if there's anybody who can drop 40 out of 3 games that they've started, they have to be a rotational player. They have to be. And there's no way that this man's going to actually develop to be a better player because, let's be honest, he has flaws in his game. But nobody is going to be able to get a rhythm going while you play them 5 minutes, then take them out. They don't play the next 3 games. Then they're playing 40 minutes another game. They show their ass out. They drop 40, as I said. And then you don't play them the next 2. How are they going to be able to get a consistent rhythm? Tell me. And Cam Thomas is just one of them dudes that you do not want to let rot off the bench. The man is a generational scorer. Like, I've never seen anybody be able to score the ball the way that this man does. The number one thing that I'm hoping for this team is just to actually play him. Like, he doesn't need to get 30 minutes a game. He doesn't need to be a starter. Run him off the bench. Give him like 20, 25 minutes a game. See what he can do. And just develop the man. Develop the man. Help him get better. And the funny thing is that this season could have been completely different. They could have been resting at home. They didn't even have to get swept. Like, they could have been in Cancun just chilling, vibing. And the reason why I say that this could have all been avoided is because they had a chance to start tanking and selling in the off season last year. That's the annoying part. It's because KD said he wanted out. Kyrie already said he's not re-signing unless you give him 4 years. Why didn't you just blow it up then? You went through the whole season. You got rid of your coach. You brought a new coach in. You got rid of Kyrie Irving. Then you got rid of Kevin Durant mid-season. You got some picks back. You got some competent role players back. And then you get into the playoffs and then you get swept just like last season. It makes no sense. You could have literally bottomed out this season and just got prepared for next season. It just made no sense to me. It made no sense to me. And by saying all this, I really do think that it is going to be so hard for this Brooklyn Nets organization to actually get some people to sign to their team because of all the turmoil that happened this season. And I say that this all could have been avoided because this could have happened in the offseason, kept it quiet, and then came in with a whole new team. It could have been so easier. It could have been so much easier. Most important thing that I want to talk about, and I don't really see many people talking about this, is can Mikal Bridges be a #1 option on a championship team? I think many people hear that question and they're like, well, yeah, duh. I mean, he could be a #1 option. He could be a #1 option, but can he be a #1 option on a team that wins a title? I think he checks off all the boxes, but can he himself take that next step? I'm not saying that he can't. I'm not saying that he can. But do the Brooklyn Nets roll the dice on this guy? Do they do it? And I think the #1 place where you need to look to actually find that is in free agency. Can you sign a free agent that has the superstar tangibles more than Mikal Bridges? Can you find that? And I don't really think you can. I mean, you could probably go after Kyrie Irving. I mean, come on. Kyrie Irving, he'd be nice for your team. I mean, come on. I'm so stupid, bro. I don't really see a guy in free agency. Probably a guy that you could trade for, DeAndre Ayton. I don't know why you would do that. That doesn't really make any sense. So I really think that you have to roll the dice with Mikal Bridges moving forward to actually be the star on your team. It just depends on who you put around him. But all I know is the team that's around him right now cannot get it done. They can't even beat the Philadelphia 76ers, who really didn't even look good in this series. I mean, you guys did good defensively on him, but that's about it. Everything else, I don't know, man. Y'all cannot make a shot to save your life. Your offense was so ass. So hopefully they clean that up, bring in Jakob Poeltl, do some other shit, and get it done. But that's all I got for y'all today. Hopefully you guys like this video. Let me know some other things that this Brooklyn Nets team can do so they can actually get out of the first round, or maybe not even get swept. Maybe they need to just go 5 games. That's improvement. But I'm about to get out of here. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'm out. Peace.